Hello, dear students. Senior 1, today we will complete chapter 3 about sex inheritance trait. We studied before the first case, sex linked trait. In this case, the gene is carried on X chromosome. But today, the second type is sex influenced trait. In sex influenced trait, the gene is carried on autosome, not on sex chromosome as in the case of sex linked. We studied before in sex linked the gene present on X chromosome as color blindness and hemophilia, and these cases are more abundant between males than female because it is the recessive trait and in male only one gene enough to be appeared. While in sex influenced, which is the second case, the gene is carried on autosome, again not on X chromosome. But why sex influenced is considered from the trait that is affected by sex? Because the action of this gene is influenced by sex hormone, is affected by the sex hormone. So the appearance, the phenotype, is different between male and female due to the difference in the sex hormone. Male sex hormone, we studied before, is testosterone, while in female there is estrogen and progesterone. Due to the difference in the sex hormone, so the phenotype differs between male and female. The example of sex influenced trait in male is boldness. Have you asked before why the boldness is more abundant between males? Why we can't find any female has boldness? Because boldness is sex influenced trait that is affected by testosterone hormone. The boldness requires testosterone hormone to be appeared. So the phenotype differ between male and female. In the following picture, we will see different type of phenotypes between male and female. Male has boldness, while female has hair falling, because this trait is affected by sex hormone. Yes. Boldness, this trait, which is sex influenced, it is a dominant trait. We studied before in dominant trait, we use a sample with a capital letter. But today, we will use the letter capital and adding positive sign. So the dominant gene take a letter B positive, while the recessive gene has B without positive sign. So, okay, boldness appear in male more than in female because if male is pure or hybrid, boldness appears in the male, while the hybrid female has normal hair. In the following table, there is a different genotype and phenotype in both male and female. We said before that boldness has dominant gene. So, if the individual is a pure dominant B positive, in male is bold, while in female actually it is not bold but hair falling, not similar to in male. While if the individual has hybrid genotype, the phenotype in male is bold, while in female normal hair. In the case of recessive, in the absence of boldness gene, both male and female have the same phenotype, which is normal hair. Now, we will try to make a crossing between hybrid female with a normal hair, or we can know that the female is hybrid if her father is bald. So, the father give his daughter one gene of baldness, and this female becomes hybrid because her phenotype is normal, so we cannot differentiate if it is pure recessive or hybrid. While hybrid bald male, okay, and we can know he is hybrid if his mother is normal hair. So the father has hybrid genotype. And then the gametes, a female give two different type of gametes, P positive B, and male give two different gametes, P positive B, completely similar to Mendel first law. Then the crossing between gametes or fertilization. In this case, there is a difference in phenotype. If the individual has P positive, in female, hair falling, while in male or in son, he becomes bald when become adult. The appearance of baldness after maturation. Okay, while hybrid individual, if the child is girl, she has normal hair, but if the boy has bald after maturation. Also, the case of recessive trait, pure recessive is always pure. There is no baldness gene, so both male and female appears normal hair. Again, we will revise that baldness is a sex-influenced trait. Its phenotype differ between male and female because it is affected by sex hormone. The gene of baldness is dominant, so if the individual is pure dominant, in male becomes bald, in female becomes female suffer from hair falling. Hybrid, in male becomes bald man, while in female has normal hair. While in the case of recessive, in both male and female, normal hair. And the crossing will be similar to that in Mendel first law. Thank you.